marriage was. You didn't marry for love. No, it was about building wealth.
Mm, okay. Well, why you think most marriages and relationships fail?
Lack of communication, lack of honesty in that communication.
Mm. Do you believe unreasonable expectations is the reason why a lot of relationships fail?
I mean, I guess that could be an aspect. I would say, honestly, like not having enough expectations of someone is really what I've been seeing.
Okay, okay. Uh, what is the best way for somebody to choose a partner?
That's like what is your end goal?
Marriage,
Okay,
family, kids.
then you need to find someone who fits that same bracket. So that means that you must communicate, learn that person. There's some people who end goal is to build a business, a corporation, a legacy that's financial rather than a so-called love type. So to me, it really is being honest and open about what you want and where your trajectory is going so that you don't get with someone just because you like what they look like or you think they can offer you something. You actually are compatible with the person,
You know,
then you don't have those issues.
mhm. You know what's crazy about it? I read a book. They say Prince Charming woke up with bad breath. So these women who going after these super sexy guys, they wake up with bad breath too, which
What? I'm
means
musty
nobody's,
right now.
huh?
I'm musty right now. Like
Mm.
on
I mean,
purpose.
I mean, nobody wakes up like this or look like this, and looks change and come and go.
Right, right,
Why
right.
do you think this generation of women pride themselves on fighting and being hypersexual, on fighting and fucking more?
Hmm. I think that's just what they see. You got to look at the type of stuff that we're shown all the time, and we think imagery is not a thing. But if we really remember those, like I think it was the '80 movies. It was this. I think his name was McGuire, or I don't know, a Caucasian guy walking down the street, and you see all these signs, and each sign is telling you like to do something. Like basically, I'm trying to catch your attention. I'm trying to do this. You're always manipulated everywhere you go, whether it's your food, your water, the music, things you see. And sadly, our people, because of I have teenage children, how I know this is for real. No matter how great you are, what you do, sadly, society is pushing a certain way of being. And it's not even society. You know who's really pushing this way of being. And because we are a copycat ass society, instead of being firm in who we are and being okay with being different, like we were told it's okay to be, because we have gone to these school systems, I think we are really conditioned to follow the leader.
Okay. If you could write a book about your father, what would the final sentence say?
I appreciate these lessons.
Okay. Why? Why do you think? What you see right now is that also. I see. Do you believe couples should like go through each other's phones?
I think it should be an option if they want it to be an option. Why not?
Mm, okay.
What do
Do
you
you
think?
believe a Do you believe a man is less of a man if he can't change a tire?
Not necessarily less of a man, just a different kind of man.
Is a woman less of a woman if she can't cook or clean?
A different kind of woman. Definitely. And I, sadly, that would be a double standard because my first response is yes.
Okay.
But I know it's a double standard. Because technically, I do look at you weird if you don't know how to change a tire, but it's not less than a man.
Don't
But I think it's so crazy if a woman doesn't know how to cook. Like, why don't you know how to cook, man?
you think women should know how to change a tire for their safety?
Hell yeah. I know how to do everything. You better. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's not that about being less of a man, because to me, everybody should know how to do the basic things for themselves. You should know how to cook. You should know how to wash your clothes. You should know how to change the oil. You know where the transmission is. Your tire, you should know how to change it. You just never know what's going to happen.
Why do you think people spend unnecessary money on Christmas on money they don't have?
A show. It's everything. This is a stage. This is a stage. You all have social media. Everybody is on social media talking about how great their life is, how big their house is, how big this is, how much of this they have. And so it's a competition. And then, like, when I tell you I work in places, it's a competition. These people come into the places that I work, and then they don't have their rents, they don't have their utilities, they don't have food because they done show stopped for Christmas. It's just weird. It's just crazy. It's a conditioning.
Uh, okay. What's the most amount of money you spend on your hair?
I think $60.
Well, keep your hair still. I mean, keep your phone still.
I was sharing it. Yeah, I think like $60.
Okay.
That's how much it costs for somebody else to press my hair, but I don't.
Are you
I
natural?
just, yeah, yeah.
How long you been natural?
Since I was 16.
Okay. What's a privilege you think people take for granted?
Running water, food, electricity, voice.
Right, right. Well, why do you think women are choosing men with swag and good sex, good dick, and how they look, their genetic lottery, their genes, instead of men who are honest, working, reliable, loyal, and with good character?
Sadly, when I was younger, I was taught you want the man that has like all those, but he has to look good, because I was taught um, your genes, your genetic code, it matters. So not only do you need to know about their mental health, their physical health, but they need to structurally look a certain way so that your children can structurally look a certain way. So technically, I was told I was to be with someone that was over 6 feet, since I'm 5'10". So that's what I went with. I knew it was about conceitedness. So I did not choose the man that everybody thought I was supposed to be with because he looked so good. I chose someone not so cute, I think. He was still tall, but society tells you if you aren't the standard, then that's just not right to do.
I know I never seen a society of women nowadays saying they want cute and sexy men.
Right.
I thought the women were supposed to be sexy.
Yeah, like if you're honest about it, if you like, some people think from a nature standpoint. In nature, it's the male aspect that's pretty, that's colorful. It does
That is a fucking lie.
that's not that's not a lie.
I
That's
don't believe this. That's my
true.
opinion, though.
It's just look at it's okay. I get it. Look in nature, and you'll see that even in the fish, the birds.
Keep the phone all the way on your face. It's like on your head.
I apologize. Um, the female, she definitely is pined for. So I guess when I'm looking at it from a non-emotional way, it makes sense. It is odd because in my human way, I've not seen that before.
I don't agree with that. But and usually the women who saying they want these sexy or cute men, cute is for puppies. Those women aren't attractive themselves. That's what I'm starting to realize. These are below average women at
Yeah,
best. They're average or below average at
that's
best.
true.
When you see Glorilla saying she wants sexy men, I'm like, Glorilla, do you know how you look? I mean,
But think about it. Think about it. It makes sense. If she already is not attractive and she gets with a person that's not attractive, then her children are not going to be attractive. So
wow, we got whoa, stop this shit. Hold the fucking phone. I want you to shut the fuck up and listen. We gotta stop thinking, be trying to make pretty babies. We looking at
yeah,
babies as doll babies.
no,
What the
no,
hell are you worried about your kids being sexy? You need to worry
that's
about if
true.
they. Wait, listen very carefully. Why ain't people getting in a relationship with somebody think I want my child to have this type of brain? I want my child to think how they think, a conflict solve, or I like how prepared in money management they are, how they look at, like, why ain't nobody get with kids and get with somebody and procreate and think about it? They think about how the fuck their kids gonna look. And at the end of the day, don't nobody know how the fuck their kids gonna look anyways. What the hell?
Well, I'm telling from their standpoint, if that's what they're doing, that's what I'm saying. That
But
must.
don't nobody know how their kids gonna look.
Well, you can have an
Oh
idea.
my god.
I had
So
an
so
idea.
everybody can control how their kids gonna look.
No. But you okay?
You
So I just think
acting like you going on Amazon and picking out kids on the cart. I'm gonna pick that kid up, but pick that kid up,
you
and I'm gonna pick that kid up. What the
you
fuck?
do know
Oh
that
my
if
god.
you one that looks a certain kind of way, you
That's not a
have
guarantee that your kids gonna come out that way.
That's true. I'm not saying a guarantee at all. I just know when I was thinking about having children, the way that I wanted them to be, they came out. I said it in my mind's eye. I created a vision of what I wanted, and that's what they are. So if she created something in her mind, and any female like her, if she's saying, I recognize I'm ugly, I'm not attractive, maybe her thought process is, because you ask why did they get with them, maybe the reason is because they want to have an attractive counterpart since they're not attractive for
And then
whatever other reason.
there's another thing too. I realize these women who talk like this, they have nothing to offer besides a piece of ass. They really have nothing to bring to the table but some ass.
I hear that.
A woman would never apologize for wasting a man's time. She expects you to just move on. True or false?
I think a female definitely wouldn't do that. A real woman, if she has done that, she's definitely going to take accountability.
What's the dumbest thing you did for love?
So many things. I'm trying to pinpoint one thing. The first big thing was being in the street, crying in the rain, begging my husband to come back home after I knew that he had cheated a whole bunch of times and made a baby on me.
You cheated in your relationship, your marriage? You
No.
never cheated.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. No, I left my husband and I told him I was gonna have sex with other people because he wouldn't give me a divorce. So, no, you knew what I was gonna do.
You don't count that as cheating.
Not at all, because he ran away and wouldn't give me a divorce. Like after he
Oh Jesus.
was abusive. That was I had 10 years that I searched for him and he wouldn't give me a divorce. I filed for a divorce more than 6 times and I couldn't get it because they refused to let me do it without what they call due diligence search, even though I did it for a lot of years. And I let him know out loud what I was going to do. So if you're telling, like an open relationship, swingers, they're telling each other what's happening. It's not called cheating. So now you don't want to give me a divorce. We're not in a relationship per a lot of.
Okay. We're gonna move on from that one. But what's the most basic thing you terrible at?
Right now, remembering basic new information.
Okay. Okay. What's your thoughts on if you had a friend that cheated with a married man or a married woman? Would you trust that friend around your man, or could you trust that friend if they cheating with married people?
I deal with trust differently. So whatever you show me you are, I trust you to be that. So I'm going to trust that she has that potential or he has that potential. Absolutely.
Would you trust that person as your friend?
I would. I would trust if I call you my friend. If I have you around me, then I don't think that that can happen to me. That's just in my world. If I actually use the word friend, because I don't. If I call you my friend and you are around, and the women that have been around me have walked around naked around my husband, they have gone topless around my husband, I didn't have a problem. I'm just if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. But I'm gonna be secure in who I am. And if you're my friend, I don't think that you're gonna do that to me.
So you mean you tell me you had women walk around naked around your husband?
Yeah.
Yeah, your husband had sex with them?
No.
What the hell? This is new age shit right here.
I'm 41. This is not new. This happened in my 20s. That's not new.
And they was walking around naked and
Yeah, that's just how they did in their regular life. Like a lot of my people are, what do y'all call it? Nudist types. So sometimes they would be topless or bottomless. So it's just what they are. I know what you are, and I don't really fault you for what you are. If I go over to her house, she would be naked. And I knew that. So it's either I don't go to her house, or I don't invite her to my house, or I say, bitch, can you put on some clothes? And we had those conversations. If it seemed like it was too much, because my children, once they got a little older, my, my son was pointing at her body parts. So it was like, okay, bitch, you're going to have to cover up a little bit because now the
This is just
children.
creepy. This just sounds creepy. Some broken marriages are instigated by female friends who advise their friends not to take any nonsense from the man. True or false?
Oh yeah, I think that's true.
Right, right. It's going on. Why do you think so many women keep toxic, jealous friends around?
You don't always know. You really truly think the sad part about it, if you really look on the internet, especially, you're gonna see how many females have been taken out by their own so-called friends. You have no fucking idea that these bitches sitting next to you really don't fuck with you. You really think they fucking with you until they not. The bitch I just told you that was walking around in front of my husband naked, no, she didn't try to sleep with my husband, but she allowed my husband to go sleep with her sister. she,
Man, ain't no fucking way. This is some strange shit y'all got going on.
you
This sound
know,
like some sister wife shit.
I mean, it could, but we weren't together. I was in a monogamous relationship, and it's just the mentality of a person is the mentality of the person. So, I that's who I was dealing with. I should have known. Like once somebody show you who they are, you should accept it. I tend to try to say, "Oh, you are who you are. It's fine." But when that shit don't go with my life, I see I have to let it go. So technically, if I know somebody cheats now, done any that type of bullshit, I don't fuck with them. They can't come in my world. I'm gonna tell on you. You better not let me know. I'm telling. That's why people don't
Mm.
like me right now. That's what you see on my page. I out your ass. Don't let me find out you cheating. I'm telling.
Right, right. Yeah, this is okay. That's crazy. Uh, I forgot what I was about to say just now. Do you think for the most part, most women are want to have weddings and be wives. Most women want to have weddings and be met and be brides instead of wives for the most part.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And why is that?
It's the visual. It's like it's a competition. I have to show you that my life is better than yours, and the way that I can show you is to get this stupid expensive ring and get this stupid ass big ass wedding that's only for one day. Like it's so dumb. It's like similar to how I think about birthdays. Like why am I throwing a big ass party for y'all? It's my birthday. That's so weird. It's my wedding, it's my husband, it's our life. Why am I not investing in our life that we're about to have together? But I'm throwing all this money away. It's so weird. I don't understand it.
Mm, okay,
I think that you
okay.
have to have some problems because that's the only reason why you're doing it's a showboat thing. What is your
Mm.
problem?
What is the best way to vet a partner? To vet somebody?
Take them into your real situations. They have to experience what your life is. We always want to keep people separate, and to a degree we have to. But people wear masks. They wear them for a long period of time. So it don't matter really what you do. If even me saying this, I process. It don't matter what the fuck you do. When a person has an agenda and they are what I call wicked, they gonna play their head game until they get what it was that they wanted to get. So the best way you can, I guess, vet someone is be your most authentic self and be stern in who and what you are and what you will and will not accept.
Mm, right. I just seen something. They said a Florida pizza woman, delivery driver arrested and allegedly stabbed a bad tipper 14 times. What's your thoughts on this? And yeah, she stabbed him 14 times. Said security footage helped identify the pizza shop employee believed to be responsible.
So an employee stabs someone.
Yeah, so the person survived 14 stab wounds,
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's
and
crazy.
she's from Florida. So the craziest people is from Florida in the Bronx. All of Florida in the Bronx, they say.
Well, you gotta look at how it is down there. I liken everything to environmental stuff. So these might not be questions you want me to answer. In my world, it's literally on purpose that these people behave like this because the toxic water that they're drinking, the type of BS food. Yeah,
She tipped the person $2. The person tipped her $2, and she just went berserk and started stabbing them.
yeah, she's a fucking lunatic. Holy
Mm.
moly, is she a human? Is this a real
She like
human?
a Latino woman. She stabbed the person in the chest, arms, legs, abdomen, and
Who
she's
is
over.
letting someone stab them up like
The man just stabbed her. It's possible.
are you defend? Like, what are you doing in this moment?
Gas.
Your
I
legs are
mean,
being stabbed. Your arms are being stabbed.
once you get stabbed once time and your body's in shock and in pain,
No, the pain will wait. I don't know. In my experience, and that wasn't me. My mom was stabbed 9 times, and I was there to catch her. I was there for the entire aftermath. This she didn't know she was stabbed. She had no idea. She was stabbed in her neck, her chest, her stomach, her arms. She had no idea. So maybe that's it's different for other people. But when adrenaline kick in, when we're talking about adrenaline, you're a different version of yourself. You don't process. You're stronger. So.
maybe people handle it differently though.
And that's what I do process that. Yeah, they might have went into a shock, like what the fuck is going on? That fight or flight. That's how that works. Yeah, wow, that's
Uh,
crazy.
I also read they say the homeless rate is up. They say the homeless in the U.S. rose by 18.1%
Yeah,
this year, with over 770,000 people affected. What's your thoughts on it?
I was homeless for over a year and a half.
What would
Yeah, I
you look
just
at? Why was you homeless?
in
I
their
hear about that.
no, you're fine. In their world, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, cirrhosis of the liver, Crohn's disease, and a whole bunch of other shit. So medically, I just got really sick. And so if you're a so-called single mom, you can't work. You can't pay all these fucking bills you have. Um, so it sent me in a tailspin. Then I went and bought some land. I bought land out in Covington, Georgia, but that was around a whole bunch of Caucasian people. And essentially, I've been ran off my land for right now. Only for now. I'm gonna fix it because I got my paperwork. But they wound up doing a lot of aggressive shit to me, and mentally it took me down. Then I was assaulted last year, and that took me down. So a lot of mental hits, and the homeless rate is up since so-called COVID anyway. But it's so bad, and people are not processing. Women and children are hurt the most. It's a lot of avenues for men. It's a lot of avenues for people on drugs. But for women,
Whoa, slow down, slow down. First of all, women and children got it best because the government has sympathy in
no.
programs to help
Are
them.
you
So
a
that's
woman?
not true.
Are you a woman with children, and have you been homeless with your children, ma'am? You
Mm, ma'am.
because you're talking to me about a woman perspective,
Well,
right? You're talking to me about
I'm telling you what the stats
homelessness.
say. Stats
I
say,
don't care about no stats because stats tell you shit that's not real. Because I know women who got food stamps that said their husband wasn't in their house and their husband was in their house. So the
they
stats.
probably tricking the system.
That's my point. Is the stats can be tricked.
Well, I mean,
But the
that's your
truth
opinion.
is, if you pay attention to me, then you will see the truth because I'm a homeless motherfucker who just not been homeless. I created a whole nonprofit organization because I went through homelessness and that's what I found out. There were 20 different shelters they attempted to put me in outside of Georgia, from New York, not you, New York, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi. No shelters took me because I had more than 3 children. If you're a woman with one child, if you're a woman with two
Wait, wait,
children,
wait, wait, wait.
there's
Slow
no.
down, slow down. I'm pretty sure Section 8 or something is available
It's
though.
not, sir. It's okay. Again, see, people come from a standpoint of what I'm sure of, I'm thinking. Your experience is not the truth or the reality of a thing, sir. So the fact of the matter is, I've been through this and you haven't. When you are a woman with children and you've been homeless, then you can tell me you are sure of something.
Well, my thing is this right here: the women who got homeless and children, they need to get back with their baby daddy or find them a goddamn husband. That's what they need to do. That's my thing.
Simple said, right? So if you want to, the women that I meet out here that aren't with their husbands, there's husbands in the shelters with their wives actually, but the ones who don't have their husbands, they have been assaulted by their husbands. So now you want them to go back to that same husband who was just busting their head to the white meat.
Well,
And who
I'm gonna move on from this. I'm gonna move on from that. I'm gonna move on from this right here. Do you prefer receiving random gifts on your special day or just money?
if you know me, you can buy me stuff. I mean, I guess it makes more sense for you to buy me something, but I've gotten gifts that weren't for me.
What's your thoughts on this is the last one? What's your thoughts on everybody, all the women who's finding the guy Luigi who killed the healthcare man attractive and saying they want to have sex with him and please them and all that type of shit?
I don't know anything about that. I'm only hearing it because you're saying it.
Well, basically, how about this? Why do you think women are obsessed with killers and murderers and guys from the ID channel? They find them attractive.
But they have a problem.
You got a problem?
I don't find a murderer attractive just because he's fine. The fuck? He's a fucking murderer.
Mm. You're not just saying that because you're on the internet with me?
He's a fucking murderer. Who are you? It's nobody even on here. I'm a truther. If you see me, truth is truth.
Well, they gonna see it on YouTube though.
Oh,
So,
well,
I mean, it's my.
I mean, I guess. Oh, see, I don't know all of that, but it doesn't matter. I just know what I know. I've seen so-called attractive people to other people. Like the man they had, he was in jail. He was super light skinned. He had one color eye, another color eye. Some years back, everybody's going crazy. Yes, I can visually see he looks aesthetically good, but what the fuck? I'm not trying to go after him. I'm not thinking about having sex with him. That's weird. Now I got a murderous ass child that I done created with his ass. No.
You got to kill, so you got somebody that can kill that pussy. What's the biggest lesson 2024 taught you?
Biggest lesson that I'm amazing. I'm spectacularly made. I'm abundantly wealthy, no matter what.
You want to get the camera 360?
And then I have to take this robe out.
I mean, that's okay.
Okay, let me set it up for you.
Okay. Can it clap? Can it clap?
I have a damn thing but my hands on here.
I thought you about to make it clap right quick.
And not. I told you I'm a grown up. When I'm doing what I'm doing, I do what I do. But
Right. I appreciate you coming on though, man. I'm gonna get at you, okay?
All right, thank you
Y'all
so much.
I'm gonna comment, subscribe to the video. We out of here.